Hey, welcome to Tech's Tool Test. I, of course, am Technical Brad. Welcome to the channel as well. Today we have the Hercules Demolition Hammer. We just purchased this. This is from Harbor Freight. And we're going to open this thing up and see what all is involved in it, what it has with it. We're getting ready to do a little demolition project, so we're going to take it to the job site and work it as well and just see how well it works. So first thing we're going to do is open this thing up. And it comes with its own protective case. Let's see what we have here. Now, this is the SDS Max type hammer. And what the SDS Max refers to is the bits that you use in it. And I bought a little combination chisel set here. And that basically refers to the end of the shaft here on the end and how it fits into the chuck, if you will, of the hammer. All right. We open this up. Of course, we have the instructions, all important. We have some grease. And we have the actual tool itself. This particular one comes with a 9-foot cord on it. Oh. Let's just take it out of the pack. All right, yeah. So this is it here. Look at that. Man, that is a beast. Adjustable handle, swivels around on it here. We have speed control down here. You can set for your speed. Basically, it's an on-off type switch there, which is kind of nice. Of course, we have the adjustable handle here to hang on to it, and we also have the 9-foot cord. Very, very interesting. So as we look at the hammer here, the demolition hammer, we have the end of our bit we're going to use in here. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull back on the chuck ring here. So this slides back like so to release it. And this will fit in only one way. Now, you're supposed to put a bit of grease on the end of it here, and that's what we have the grease that came with it, professional grease. So you would put a dab of this on the end of it, and then of course it's going to hammer on the end of it, so that's why you would want to put the grease on there. So you put this in here, and how it lines up like so. So it's only going to fit in one way because of the grooves that are in here. We have 2 grooves here. We have one here that doesn't go all the way past the end, and then we have this one that goes all the way past the end. So these 2 together go past the end, that one goes past the end, and the 2 on the side do not. And so it's only going to attach in here one way, and then you lock it in. So if this wasn't in the proper position to use it, you would pull the back ring forward, and then you could rotate this, and then it'll lock in at a different position. And so you pull that forward, it releases it, and then it locks in. So that way you can adjust it to make it more comfortable to use. Of course, you would loosen up the handle here, and that allows that to rotate. It's 360 all the way around, so you get a better grip on it, and then you would tighten it down. Came equipped with 2 extra sets of brushes. These are carbon brushes for the motor. It has a warning light down here that will tell you that the brushes are going bad and it's time to replace them. So they already know that that's going to happen. You know, that's kind of, yeah. Whenever you get parts like that with a new tool, you kind of think it's just crap. But anyway, so we're going to take this to the job site, and well, eventually we'll try it out. let's see how well this works. So let's see, let's speed it up a little bit. Safety first. And let's see what this does now. Got a little bit more along the edge there, but that ain't gonna be too bad. Alrighty, well, I guess we'll carry this stuff out to the van and have at it. Okay, so what we have here is a slab house, concrete, that it's shifted. And so a company came in and they drilled holes every 3-4 feet or so, and they pumped solution underneath it to raise it up and level the concrete out. But consequently what happened is some of the tile broke. We can see the fracture line from one side to the other. And then the tile broke out too, so we're removing that. And then, yeah, get this busted out and we'll put new tile on it. We talked about this earlier, so we're going to show you how well it works. Turn it on. I'm running out of cord. I need to get my extension cord. But yeah, how about that? We can reuse that one.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just cut the corner of it off.
Right.
Hey, welcome back, Text Tool Test. All right, the Hercules Demolition Hammer. We used it as you saw. We had about 150 square feet of tile that we removed from an entryway. As you saw from the video, the thing worked great. It was 100 times easier than the old style of using the 3-pound sledge and your flat bar, or maybe the scraper piece. And you know, as you can see, we've used that a few times, got mushroomed out there, and you know, just literally beating the crap out of it. A lot easier than that. The tool performed wonderfully. The bit that we use the wider bit on her. These are the Warrior. These are the chisel bit set, and this is the Warrior brand that Harbor Freight carries as well. And if we can see here, our edge still really nice and sharp, clean. It did an excellent job of removing the tiles. It did an excellent job of cleaning up the mortar that was left behind after we removed the tiles. It is heavy. It weighs 23 pounds, so it is kind of a heavy tool to manhandle around. But you know, to do the tile work, you just laid it down, and really the chisel, you wanted it kind of flat on the surface. Now this was concrete that we had these things mortared down to, and so we didn't want to come in at a high angle on it. You wanted to come in more level with it, if you will, between the edge of the tile and the concrete surface, and to get up under it. As you saw from the video, it popped them up. Some of them came out, the whole tile came out in one piece. Others broke up. You know, wear eyeglasses. Actually, a shield might be good. I did get a little nick on the forehead from some flying shrapnel there, or debris, but it worked really great. I had it set on 4. As far as the speed, it goes up to 6. So I had it set on 4. A great tool. You turn it on, one click, it's on, it's running until you're done. Another click, it's off. That's better than actually having to squeeze the trigger, because fatigue can set in with this thing. It is heavy. It's got anti-vibration in the handle here. There again, it worked pretty well. Now, we did 150 square feet of tile a couple of hours. We were under 2 hours using this thing, and it wasn't constant. So, you know, I would hammer out 3 or 4 tiles, and then we would clean it up, and then hammer and clean and hammer and clean. So we were back and forth. So it wasn't a constant, you know, couple of hours of running this thing. I'm sure fatigue would really set in then, because it is heavy. But man, it worked great. Made the job a lot easier. I'd have to give it an A+ at this point for the job that it did. Like I say, comparing it to the old-fashioned sledge where you're having to create the force, that gets old in a hurry. But it did work well, and we're going to keep the tool, and we're going to hopefully use it for other projects. I might even have a couple in mind that might be coming up. So yeah, good venture with it. It was a good tool, worked pretty well. So thank you for tuning into the channel for Text Tool Test. Another new tool to our arsenal of tools that we have out here. And the next time we purchase a new tool, we will do a tool test on it and see how it works. All right, so we spent a couple hours and we hammered out 150 square feet of tile. Pretty good sized tile there, thick tiles. As you can see, we got a lot of them off in pretty decent sized chunks. So the demolition hammer was definitely the tool to use for removing the tile from the concrete surface in particular. It worked really well. It was much easier, much quicker, but also much easier than the old style of a sledgehammer or any kind of hammer, and trying to break these things up and pry them off with a flat bar or anything like that. So it was a good project. We got done with that part of it much quicker than we thought we would, and so we're happy about that. And well, all it's left to do is just unload this stuff out of the van and get it into the dumpster. So who's with me? Who we got here well, I guess I'll just have to do it myself.